One small group in Midland, Michigan is reaching out to its community and trying to get the local youth involved in aviation. This group is part of a larger organization called the Experimental Aircraft Association, or EAA. This group is EAA Chapter 1093. The EAA chapter runs several programs to help get the local youth involved in aviation, one of which is the Young Eagles program.
A young person who may never have an opportunity to ride in a small aircraft is given the opportunity to take a ride.
It's for kids ages 8 to 17.
And it's not just a plane ride. Before they get in the plane, there will be an explanation of the plane's control surfaces, aerodynamics. So it's just to give a young person the thrill of being in an airplane.
Turn on the fuel pump. Will you push that button up? Okay. Our annunciator lights. Can you reach that button? We want to make sure our bulbs are working. Good. Flight instruments. Good. A little bit of back pressure, pulling back. A little bit more. A little bit more. Man, we are flying.
Oh, well, I think I can see our house from here. I've never been this high before. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I've never been in an airplane before, but this is the best day ever.
Wow, your first Young Eagle flight and it's your first airplane ride. It's just the beginning. And for some kids it actually does make a difference that they decide, maybe I will go to aviation camp.
Nothing gives me a greater thrill than to have a young person that's never been maybe in an airplane in his or her life, and they're sitting in the co-pilot seat, and I'm the pilot, and they're looking down amazed.
And they go on to pursue a career in aviation, a career in the military, in the aviation area, and also just doing what we do, which is just going flying for fun.
Besides the Young Eagles program, the chapter also has several other programs to help get the youth involved in aviation, one of which is the chapter's most successful program, the Aviation Camp.
Aviation Camp is a day camp for high school age kids that have an interest in aviation. And we cover a broad aspect of aviation. We try to draw in as many experienced people as we can.
The Aviation Camp was started about 17 years ago by Dat Hornsby, and the idea behind it was just to expose young people to the world of aviation.
We have probably 6 or 7 or 8 leaders. We have almost a 2-for-1 ratio with the campers.
We start off with the very basics. We pull out a bunch of different types of planes and we show them the differences between the planes. We cover everything from weather to how a plane flies to aviation history.
There are activities like visiting different hangars.
We do a field trip to NBS. They see the fire barn, the control tower, Dow hangar, and the Dow Corning hangar. They pull out charts and learn how to navigate. And on Saturday, they actually do a flight with a pilot.
Midland traffic, Barstow, 3-4 uniform, departing.
We climb out at 80 miles an hour.
So from going from one teacher and a couple of helpers, it's really blossomed now to the present camp.
And I came to this camp for 3 years in a row. I couldn't get enough of it, so came by and got inspired in aviation. I'm a senior at Western Michigan University for Aviation Administration, and I work at the Kalamazoo Battle Creek International Airport.
This camp is where I got my start. My very, very, very first flight ever in an airplane was at the end of camp years ago with Linda Langro. And it opened my eyes to this wonderful world, and that's why I come back, because I want to open young people's eyes to it just like it was. You can love flying and not want to be in that left-hand seat, and that love is what brings me back here constantly.
Through events like the Young Eagles program and the Aviation Camp, the EAA chapter has created an awareness of the aviation world throughout the community. It is the chapter's hope that through events like these, young people will become pilots and maybe even prevent a future pilot shortage.